Hi everyone, welcome to my blog. Today I'm going to be doing a smoky eye using color. Quite often people think that a smoky eye is only gray and black or brown, but it doesn't have to be that way. So we're going to do, this is my friend Karla, and we're going to do a smoky eye using teals and greens, and yeah, so I hope you like it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing her foundation. I've already done her moisturizer and eye primer. So yeah, I'm going to carry on with her foundation. So I'm just using MAC Face and Body foundation. It's nice and sheer, but it's buildable, so you can add more if you need more coverage. And being that this is more of a eyeshadow look, I didn't want the face to be really, really heavily foundationed, so I'm just going to keep it light. Now I'm going to powder her eyes a little bit. First I'm going to apply a paint pot in Painterly just to give a good base to her eyes. And paint pots are great. They're from MAC, these particular ones. You can apply them with a brush or your finger. I recently picked up Real Techniques makeup brushes at Ulta in the States, and I quite like them. This one in particular is just a nice small powder brush, and it's great for just getting that powder on in smaller areas around, you know, around the nose or the eyes. It's great. Quite like it. So if you're ever in the States, I'd pick it up for sure. Okay, I'm going to continue on with her brows. I'm using MAC Brow Pencil in Fling. It's a great color for blondes. Quite often women forget to fill in their brows. They may not need much, like Karla doesn't have, you know, really sparse or thin brows or anything, but for a heavier eyeshadow look, it helps to balance it out if they're filled in just a little bit more. So I'm using this color Fling, like I said, but it's really close to her natural color, so it just fills in any little bare spots or gets that shape in there a bit stronger so that the eyes are really framed. Even on a day when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, I always do my brows just because that makes you look like you're wearing more makeup than you might actually be. So now we're going to start the actual shadow. I'm using pretty much all matte colors. The first is Steamy, and it's this great kind of seafoam kind of color. I'm just tapping off any excess from the brush just so it doesn't fall out underneath her eye. And I'm using a 239 brush. Close. And I'm just going to pack it right on to her lid. I'm going to go right up to the crease. I'm not sweeping it on because I don't want it to get too thin looking. I want to keep the color consistent throughout the whole, and I want it strong enough. But I am going to blend off that edge in case there's some of you out there thinking that that's way too much. Plumage, another matte color. It's a nice deep teal, but it's more matte. All right, I'm going to take it into the outside corner of the eye. And just along the outer edge of the lash line. And up into the crease. So I'm bringing this teal color right through the crease just to blend off that top edge of the lighter color. Now I'm going to take a clean 217 brush and just sweep it right across that top edge just to blend that together. And if you feel like you've blended a bit too much, you can always go in and add a bit more and then blend some more, and nothing wrong with that. As a highlight, it's from the Naked palette from Urban Decay. Virgin is the shade I'm going to use. So that goes right on the brow bone and then across the tear duct as well. A little pop of shimmer in the tear duct. Bring some sparkle to the eyes. So I'm just adding a little more of the teal color in, because I didn't want the highlight color to take too much away from it, because it is more of a bolder, smokier look. And then again, just blend that edge. Now I'm taking a bit of Retrospect, and I'm just gonna dust that over top of the color here on her lid, Steamy, just to give it a little extra shimmer, make it a bit more, not as strong. Now for a liner, I'm using Tarnish. Now I don't want the liner to be too defined, so I'm going to take a pencil brush over top of that and just smudge it a bit. And you just lightly run that over top and just blend it out. I'm just going to run that same eye pencil just along the lower lash line. I'm not going all the way across, just part way. I'm going to take a bit of that teal color again on that same smudgy brush and I'm just going to run that over top. And again, I'm going to go over it again with the Steamy color, just to add a bit of that sparkle underneath her eye as well. So it's just all about layering those same colors basically on top of each other underneath the eye to just bring it all together. And if it gets, you know, it's like kind of running outside the eye line, you know, it doesn't matter, you can just clean it up after, it's okay. I think some women end up getting frustrated with makeup for that reason, if it gets, you know, somewhere other than their eyelid, and so they end up washing off their whole face. But you don't have to do that, it's very easy to clean it up. Okay, so I'm going to curl her eyelashes now. I'm using the Shu Uemura eyelash curler from Sephora. So if you just look about here with your eyes, and this just does little sections at a time. So for me, working on someone else, it's very easy to use. So you want to curl at the base of the lash and then just a couple out through the length. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to get you to look up. I'm going to do your lower lashes first. Now I went and got some mascara on her lid, so just close your eyes for a second. I'm just going to take a Q-tip and just lightly take that off. Go back over, just lightly tap across that with the same color. And it's all better. Okay, so that's pretty much the eye, but now I'm going to go over, I'm going to do her concealer now. I like to do concealer after the eyeshadow is all done and the mascara is all done, because if there is any followed or whatever, it just cleans it all up perfectly. So I'm using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And I'm gonna blend a couple different shades to get one that would be right for her. Okay, so I'm gonna get you to look up again. Now I'm going to move on to her blush, and I'm going to use matte cream color base in Fabulush. It looks like a really, really crazy color in the pot, but it goes on really, really nicely. Now I'm going to do her blush, Mineralize Skinfinish. I'm just gonna lightly dust across her face. I'm not gonna go across like over her blush just because it has such a nice creamy texture to it. I don't want to blot that out completely with blush. And a bit of bronzer, sweeping it down the temples, under the cheekbones, and down onto the jawline. I've said before on my Facebook page, doing like a 3 shape down the side of the face. And then lastly, a highlight color on the tops of the cheekbones. And this is Mineralized Skinfinish in Refined. And I love it. I use it on everyone. I'm going to take that small powder brush again and just powder underneath her eyes, if you just look up again. I'm going to be using Sheen Supreme lipstick in Bare Again. It's a great nude color, but it still has a nice pinky tone to it, so it's not too skin-like. And I'm going to top it off with a Plushglass in Nice Buzz, just to give it a bit of a gloss. Okay, so that is the finished look. A nice smoky eye, but using some really beautiful colors, I think. Great for any time of year, but kind of a nice change for a smoky eye in summer, I think. You know, so it's not so dark, but it actually has a brightness to it. So I hope you like. Thanks.